Hi, PerspectaWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, April 18th. A very active weather event coming to the eastern third of the nation over the next couple of days. The greatest chance for severe weather later today and tonight will be across the deep south. States like Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama extending up to the Tennessee Valley. That severe weather threat shifts to the eastern seaboard late Friday and Friday night. All the areas from the mid-Atlantic region down to Florida can have a severe thunderstorm late tomorrow and tomorrow night. All of these same areas will get some heavy rainfall, and grounds are so well saturated in the eastern third of the nation. Any heavy rainfall over the next couple of days can certainly result in some localized flooding conditions. So let's start off by looking at today's surface map. First of all, that frontal system that came through the northeastern states early yesterday as a backdoor cool front from the northeast to the southwest has grinded to a halt. It will turn around and advance to the north today as a warm front. Warm air will surge into the D.C. metro region over the next few hours. They can reach 80 degrees this afternoon. Philadelphia can climb well up into the 70s, perhaps the mid-70s by later this afternoon, as the low-level flow of air that was out of the northeast shifts to the southwest following the passage of this warm frontal system. It'll stay quite warm tonight and quite warm on Friday as well. And notice this flow of air coming out of the Gulf of Mexico into the southeastern part of the nation. This will continue, in fact, will intensify over the next 24 hours or so. And this is a main factor to the heavy rainfall threat today in the southeast and tomorrow in the eastern seaboard region, as tropical moisture will feed in from the south to the north. And you combine that with a very vigorous wave in the upper part of the atmosphere, and watch out, heavy rainfall and severe weather is indeed a threat. This is a very slow-moving cold frontal system now situated over the middle part of the country, and again, the threat for severe weather today will be greatest right in this region, right here, down across the deep south. Well, the threat for severe weather yesterday was greatest in the middle part of the country from Kansas down to Texas. That shifts today to the deep south, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, all the way up to the Tennessee Valley. Watch out, there could be some severe weather, not only late this afternoon, but overnight tonight as well. That whole area shifts to the eastern seaboard from the mid-Atlantic region all the way down to Florida on late Friday and Friday night. The threat for severe weather, and in all of these areas, heavy rainfall will take place as well, so watch out for localized flooding possibilities. Well, let's take a look at last night's 0Z GFS model run in terms of 500 millibar height anomaly forecast maps. Two big factors, again, contributing to this heavy rainfall and severe weather threat today and tomorrow. Tropical moisture feeds in from the south to the north, and a very strong wave of energy in the upper part of the atmosphere situated this morning over Texas. Watch what happens over the next 24 hours or so. When it intensifies, it turns deeper blue on these particular maps, and here we see some strong intensification over the next 24 hours. This is now Friday morning. This is also a very slow-moving upper-level system, and that will play a role in the weather in the Mid-Atlantic region over the upcoming weekend. Unfortunately, it'll stay quite unstable on Saturday and even into Sunday, as it'll take that long for this upper-level low to move into the Mid-Atlantic coastline region by late in the upcoming weekend. Let's keep moving forward here. The very vigorous upper-level low by Friday night, and then here we are by Saturday morning, still situated well to the west of the I-95 corridor. That does not bode well for the weather on Saturday in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. Quite unstable indeed. Lots of clouds, instability showers, maybe even a thunderstorm or two. And let's move forward here all the way into Easter Sunday. Sunday morning, low pressure in the upper part of the atmosphere, still situated over the Mid-Atlantic region. We cannot rule out some more instability showers on Sunday in the I-95 corridor region. In fact, it takes all the way to early Monday morning by the time this upper level low finally weakens and exits off the New England coastline by early Monday morning, at which time high pressure ridging depicted here in orange moves into the mid-Atlantic region. Of course, as we get back to work on Monday, sunnier skies, warm conditions way up in the 70s for highs in D.C., Philadelphia, and New York City. Well, let's now focus in on the surface forecast maps from the 0Z GFS model run. Basically dry right now in the mid-Atlantic region, and that frontal system advances to the north. Warm air surges into D.C. and Philadelphia over the next few hours and into New York City later on today. Let's move ahead here. Notice the isobar pattern here. Winds generally flow parallel to along isobars here, shown here by these black lines here. These are lines of equal pressure. In other words, we'll see a flow of air out of the Gulf of Mexico into the eastern U.S., developing over the next few hours and intensifying overnight and on Friday. This will pump in tropical moisture into the southeastern U.S., into the mid-Atlantic region over the next 24 hours or so. An important contributing factor to this heavy rain and severe weather threat, that combined with that upper level feature we talked about a moment ago. Here we go. By tonight, watch out for overnight thunderstorms, perhaps on the severe side in Mississippi and Alabama, perhaps even Louisiana at that time, extending all the way up into the Tennessee Valley. And let's keep moving forward here. Again, tropical flow pouring up the Atlantic seaboard on Friday. Here we are by Friday morning. Surface low well to the west over the Ohio Valley as we begin the day. And then here, the GFS model depicting some heavy rainfall along the East Coast late Friday night. Again, the greatest threat for severe weather and heavy rainfall in the I-95 corridor region will be late tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. And here we go now into the overnight hours. By Saturday morning, notice the heaviest and steadiest rain at the coastline moving east. However, with that upper level feature still well to the west of the I-95 corridor region, certainly will be lots of clouds, maybe some instability showers, maybe even a thunderstorm on Saturday in the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor. And unfortunately, instability continues on Sunday. We saw with that upper level feature still on top of the mid-Atlantic region as of Sunday morning, has not exited yet. We can have some instability showers on Sunday as well. Finally, by Monday, that pulls on out of here. Monday, dry, sunny, temperatures well up in the 70s in the D.C. to New York City corridor. So that's it for now. The greatest chance for severe weather later today and tonight will be in the southeastern states and the deep south, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, all the way up to Tennessee. Late tomorrow and tomorrow night, that severe weather threat shifts to the eastern seaboard from the mid-Atlantic all the way down to Florida. That's it for now. For PerspectaWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.